Yo, so what is up everybody on YouTube? We are back today with a brand new video. And for today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different here. So if you are usually here for The Sims, do not worry. That will be here this weekend like always. And it's going to be someone that you guys absolutely have been asking for a long time. But for today's video, we're going to be doing something obviously a little bit different. I actually saw something like this on Jaidel's channel, his second channel, Jaidel Live. I will link the video in the description because that's where I kind of got inspired to do this video, as he did do something like this with the centers. But for our video today, we are going to be taking all of the point guards out of the NBA. So every team's point guard, even including the free agency point guards, is deleted off the 2K roster. So as you can imagine, this is going to be insane for some teams. No more Steph Curry, no more Trae Young, no more Dame Lillard, no more Ben Simmons. So it's going to be crazy to see how teams are going to actually come together without having some of their star players in the NBA. And before we actually really hop into this, definitely do me a favor and smash that like button if you have not already. We're on that big road to 10K, and I appreciate all of you that helped me hit 3K. It's been a lifelong dream. And also hit that like button while you're at it so this video can get out to more people. And as you can see, we're just going around kind of showing you who's actually playing point guard for most of these teams now. And for example, you did just see that Donovan Mitchell is actually now the Jazz's starting point guard, and right there, a young goat in Alex Caruso is actually the starting point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers after all these shenanigans. I just kind of went through and showed you some of them. I'm not going to show you all of them because obviously this is a little time consuming. So we're going to start getting ready and just hop into the sim and see how this actually ends up at the end of the season. Who goes crazy and who does not. So I will catch you guys at the end of the sim. Alright, so here we go at the end of the season. MVP, once again, still goes to Giannis Antetokounmpo. Not too much of changes. Look at these all-NBA teams and see if there's anyone that's maybe a shock making it. All first team, not really. All second team, not really, honestly. And all third team. It all checks out to me. It looks like those two guards did just step up big. Looking at the standings for how the season finished off, let's see if there's any outliers. And the top 5 seeds are pretty much the same in the Eastern Conference. Look at the West. Clippers, Lakers, Matt. The Grizzlies, without Ja Morant, got 50 wins. 52 wins at that. I'm not sure how that one happened. But as you can see, the Trailblazers were not able to make playoffs without Dame. No real surprise there. We do know that Dame does a lot for that team. The Warriors could not make playoffs even with a healthy Clay when they do not have a healthy Steph. I don't see any too big of surprises here. But the teams that do have elite point guards obviously took a big hit. Except for that Grizzlies team, I'm kind of still curious about that one. Looking at, wow, Joel Embiid actually had an amazing season without Ben Simmons, so that's kind of interesting. But I'm going to go through and show us a little bit of each of the positions league leaders as far as points and stuff go. See if there's any real surprises here. And looking at the shooting guards, obviously that all their numbers are a little inflated now without the point guards. But, you know, the guys that are there, they honestly are all around the same guys IRL that go off as well. Like I said, the Joel Embiid one's kind of crazy to see just how much he's thriving without Ben Simmons. And Vucevic actually had a crazy season for the Magic as well. I guess they kind of implemented him a little bit more as the primary guy to go through in the offense because he does have a little bit of playmaking ability as well. So first round of the playoffs, here we go. So the Philadelphia 76ers actually knocked off the Heat 4-0. The Bucks actually beat the Nets 4-1. I'm going to see if there's any big upsets. We got a good series there between actually the Celtics and the Wizards 4-3. Let's look through and see if there's anything too crazy. So let's look at that 4-3 Celtics game. Big game from Jason Tatum, absolutely stepping up. 4-3 Clippers, Pelicans as well, and Mavericks, Nuggets. So Luka Doncic obviously had a great game to pull them through. And then the Clippers, big game from Kawhi, dropping 37. So moving on to the second round, these are some of the teams that you probably expect to make it to the second round in real life in the playoffs as well. The Bucks are actually destroying the Sixers as they defeat the Philadelphia 76ers 4-0. And the Lakers actually take out the Mavericks 4-1. The Clippers take out the Rockets 4-1. And that's insane. So the Rockets, who play small ball, don't even have Russ anymore in this, which is definitely a big hit on that team, because as much as people troll Russ, not having Russ for that Rockets team is definitely detrimental. It's all James Harden at that point, almost. So moving on to the Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals rounds, we have the Bucks versus the Celtics, and we have the Los Angeles teams facing off in the Western Conference Finals. So obviously this would be an extremely interesting series to watch, as the Celtics actually beat the Bucks 4-1. That's probably a surprise to a lot of people. And on the left side of the conference, the Western Conference side, we have the Lakers versus the Clippers in a tied series, and the Clippers take it home 4-3. Paul George and LeBron leading their respective teams. So these are what the rosters are looking like for the finals. Clippers versus the Celtics. Apparently the two best teams in the league when you take away their point guard. And it is 3-1. And we are going to hop into Simcast Live at 3-1. Just so that we don't really miss anything, to see if these Clippers pull it out or what goes on. Alright, so here we are in the second quarter, and the Clippers actually have a little bit of a lead on the Celtics. If I had to guess between these two teams, I think the Clippers honestly could come back and maybe even make this a series, but we'll see what happens as we're going into the fourth, and we have a super close series, and we're going to hop in with 1 minute and 53 seconds left. The Clippers are actually only up by 2 points on the Celtics, so this is absolutely going to be insane to watch. Okay, so here we go. It is the Celtics ball, so they do have a chance to tie it up right here with 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see what happens. Gordon Hayward in the post over to Daniel Tice, and he gets fouled, so he has a chance to make it a tie game right here. So let's see what happens when he goes to the line. Let's see. So Daniel Tice at the line, knocks down his first one, and boom, sinks his second free throw of the afternoon right there. 123 to 123. About 140 left in the game, so this is definitely going to get electric. If the Celtics win right here, they take it home in the Clippers' home arena. And Daniel Tice with a big block to kind of destroy the hopes right there of the Clippers a little, and coming back to even put the dagger in that. Jason Tatum drains a three-pointer from the top of the arc to give them a 3-point lead. So let's see what Kawhi and Paul George can get going here, as they are definitely at the disadvantage right now. Paul George, 3, and it's a brick. It's a brick. Daniel Tice grabs the board, and the Celtics go back down the court with it. A quick miss by Jaylen Brown gets the Clippers the ball back. This is an electric game. This is anybody's game. And a quick little brick by Paul George back down the court to the Celtics. 50 seconds left. Gordon Hayward bricks a layup. PG gets blocked once again. Let's see what you could do. Can the Clippers pull this off? One of the best defensive teams in the league. Can they get a stop right here and tie the game up? Gordon Hayward inside. Right back out to Tatum. Tatum with a little step back. And boom. Oh, Jason Tatum may have just put the dagger in the coffin, making it a 5-point game with 15.3 seconds left in Game 5. And I also want to show you guys this. In this big playoff game, the player of the game, the Jordan Brand player of the game, is surprisingly enough Daniel Tice. Now, that's definitely not who anyone would have guessed it would have been, but I just found that kind of interesting, so I wanted to make sure I showed you. The Clippers cannot seem to get anything going, and a contested deep 2, not a good look, as the Celtics get the ball back, and they foul up on Marcus Smart. But we do know Marcus Smart's not historically the best free throw shooter, as he actually bricks his first free throw. And the second free throw is also a brick. Not a good look. But I don't think that the Clippers actually have any more timeouts. So they just have to chuck up a half-court shot for the game. So your 2020 NBA champions are the Boston Celtics, surprisingly enough. In a league where there's no point guard play, apparently 2K says that the Celtics would be the best team in the league. As you can see, Jason Tatum is getting real emotional there on the ground. And I thought this was a pretty interesting video for sure. Kind of seeing how the league would shape out without some of those absolute prime point guards who could pull up from just about half court like Trey and Steph playing. Yeah, so this was definitely an interesting video. If you guys like this video, definitely hit the like button like I said before. Let me know down in the comment section if this was a W or an L. Like I said, I wanted to just try something new out. The Sims will still be coming. If I can, I would like to do a sim a week plus another type of video, whether that be a rebuild, a what if, a challenge, any of that stuff during the week, so you let me know. You can kind of see the box score during that game, and Daniel Tice dropped 27 points in that big game right there, so that's actually insane. And I'm kind of interested to see who actually gets MVP of the finals, because I have no idea who it is. Maybe it's Daniel Tice at this point, but let's see who gets the finals MVP. Let's see. It is actually Marcus Smart. That's kind of surprising, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely drop it a like. Peace. I'll see you next vid.